Hey friends and doomers, forgive the clueless morons, for they do not know. From an alien's perspective, looking down at Earth, we must seem like the most unintelligent, straight, stupid species they have ever encountered in the universe. But that's a tall ask. Perhaps there were other species throughout the universe that acquired a seemingly cheap, if you can fabricate that word, energy source, because that's subjective. Again, the monetary system is something that we made up to facilitate their comfort and progress, at the same time destroying their own habitat and livelihood for the entire race and all other mammals, vertebrates, invertebrates that occupy the planet. We are clueless fucking morons and living in the age of post-truth. Like, we didn't go through the Renaissance, the scientific revolution. Anything can be what you want it to be. You could say anything you want and just subjectively project your own narcissistic ideals onto anybody or anything else without any facts, evidence, peer-reviewed literature, any kind of scientific process at all whatsoever. I can't think at this moment of something much more stupid. Perhaps if I jump off the cliff behind me into the rocky riverbed, my intuition, subjectively, says I'll be fine, when all evidence points to the contrary. That's a shallow example, but I want to get to this comment from John, who's doing a little bit of projecting himself. Again, you guys have seen my progress into acceptance over the past few years of our pure, senile, and ridiculousness. Each year with the Conference of Party, this made-up meeting with no rules and regulations, no binding agreements, to peruse around and act like we're doing something, when America, in its current day and age, is the largest producer and exporter of fossil fuel products. Yet we claim to put so much into renewable energy. It's almost makes me puke in my fucking mouth even saying that word. And reaching this conclusion with new people. Well, electric cars aren't going to work out. Yeah, no shit. It's over. Okay? Your retirement, your Roth IRA, 401k, money, the whole monetary system, it's fucking over. Because tipping points are fast approaching. And it isn't like a one day we're over it. It is a gradual process where things start to degrade. For example, Salt Lake City's lake has released 4.1 million metric tons of carbon into the atmosphere from drying up, and not to mention pollutants. And that's just one region of the world, one tiny little region. Sure, I know you can go to China, see jaw-dropping skyscrapers and lights, entertainment, all of that. Just keep the dream going, you fucking moron, because we don't care about our future, and there is no solution, because if we stopped all carbon emissions, then aerosols will fall out of the sky and cook us immediately. I repeat this over and over, so does another channel, you know who, and there's only so much you can say. You can't lead a horse to water and make it drink, blah, blah. Stay with me. Hit like. Let's get to 50, for all of my 200 or so views. This is full of snark today. And don't project onto me. Let's read it from John. Hi, Reagan. I've read about the CC for 20 years and reached the same inescapable conclusion as you, moi, the Doom Wizard. As a result, I feel the same way you do. Angry, sad, frustrated, depressed, and exasperated. Stop right there, John. You're projecting onto me. I've been following this information for 8 years. In the past 4 years, I've reached acceptance. I don't feel these emotions much anymore. Yeah, maybe tidbits, little, breezes of them when I meet normally clueless morons, as anybody would. But I don't live in these emotions. But, like you, I've reached out to dozens of family members and friends in hopes of finding someone who A, understands the reality of CC or is willing to learn, B, cares enough to want to do something about it. The results? They just give me this blank look and go back to whatever they're doing. They agree, but then change the subject. They say something meaningless like, yeah, oh well. They change the subject without offering any views or comment. They tell me to not be so negative. Shoot the messenger. They disagree and say something stupid like CC is natural or it's not urgent. My conclusion is that most human beings are, here's where we do agree, intellectually limited, stupid. Yeah, we live in the age of post-truth, modernity, whatever you want it to be. Yeah, if I subjectively think that I can jump off the cliff behind me into a rocky riverbed, I'll be fine. Yeah, because people have done it for, millions of years. We haven't been around for millions of years. We are ignorant and uninformed. Yes. Complacent and lazy. Why should I have to read about CC? Selfish. All they care about is themselves and their own family tribe, but nobody outside of that. Absolutely. Immoral. Unwilling to do the right thing. Yes. Diffusion of responsibility. Add to that. I don't have to. Someone else will. Don't have or don't feel they have the resources to fight CC. Time, money, power, energy. Now that is true. There's no way you can go up against major conglomerates worth billions and billions of dollars who build luxury hotels in Abu Dhabi in the middle of the Sahara fucking desert. Luxury mansion villas that nobody can afford to go to, that sit empty with their own private chefs for oil executives. You can't fight them, okay? They'll gun you down and rip you to shreds like Swiss cheese. Like you, I don't think CC can be solved through electoral political systems. Yeah, democracy's a myth. I live in Australia. In fact, they're designed to ensure CC is not fixed. There's a really annoying bird right here. Hopefully it doesn't come in. In fact, they're designed to ensure CC is not fixed. Most governments and corporations are corrupt and have no intention of addressing CC. They fight tooth and nail to prevent CV being solved. Basically, CC won't be fixed by government, corporations, not-for-profit organizations, or selfish and ignorant and divided public citizens. Correct, we are fucking hopeless. It's done, it's over, it's gone. This is our last fucking decade on Earth. We're done, okay? These are the only sectors that exist, so how can CC be solved? Does it mean we are doomed, especially we are arguably out of time? Basically, we need results that are massive, almost immediate, as in like past due, like 20, 30 years ago. The only way CC can be solved in this reality is if enough people get together and hold massive protests to force our corrupt politicians to fix CC. Too bad most people are fucking cowards and morons and cluelessly uninformed and don't believe a fucking word you say. You can't say more than a few syllables without them losing their attention, okay? We have little sound bites on the television. That's what we need for. That's how we get things. I fully expect this will require the additional step of us removing them from office as they are too corrupted to fix CC otherwise. I've been trying to educate myself on how big societal changes have been successful throughout history, and they all start with private citizens who are uninformed, clueless, and morons. The only people who can or will start such massive protests, let's call it a peaceful revolution, are people like you and others who are moral, informed, and caring. I should back up to another comment and say that the only fucking people that will listen to me and others about this subject, about our future, are not people. They're aliens in the future when they dig up our remains of hard drives. I'm going to move because that bird is so fucking annoying. Okay, I'm going to keep this rant going. The added requirements are being determined, willing to act, and able to create an effective plan to achieve a successful outcome. There is no success built in the cards for us at all. Can you get all the cars, diesel trucks, planes, trains, automobiles off the road and change our entire paradigm of how we interact and conduct business and transfer energy across the planet? No, dude, get fucking real. It's over. I understand why this may seem far-fetched and fanciful, a pipe dream, but it's the only way to achieve massive change quickly. It's an incredibly difficult undertaking. It's also very important not to underestimate our opponents. Make no mistake, our own governments and their corporate donors are formidable. They're impossible. It's over, dude, unless you strap up with millions and millions of tons of military gear and go on full-on assault against these companies. We ain't doing shit, dude. We aren't changing anything. However, it is possible to win. History proves that, and the need to win couldn't be greater to rescue our planet for the sake of all current and future life on the planet. Remember, there are many others out there who think and feel the same way, but are currently isolated and divided. Uniting all these people, groups, and organizations will create strength. I just want to puke in my mouth, John. We know many private citizens would join as climate scientists, organizations like Greenpeace, Extinction Rebellion, 350.org. 350, come on, guys. Come on. 350.org. As numbers and momentum grow, many others also would start joining. More people would make more people joining. So Many people around the world know that time is running out. They're looking for a solution to CC, something they can put their strength, time, and energy with, and resources in, something that will work. What do you think? I think it's fucking over and gone. Are you isolated and divided? Do you get out? Do you talk to people? Do you go to the shopping center and look around? Has anybody ever looked at you and said, hey, do you know there's an issue with the global warming? That it's been the hottest months on record, that it's going in the wrong direction, that there's no action, no change, no uniting, no strength, no public service, no democracy, no voting, no changing ways, no reconstructing the system, no reorganizing energy, nothing from nobody. We're fucking done, dude. It's over. And I'm not angry. This is the opposite of depression, is expression. If you let the sickness inside, then you're ill. I'm letting this out to you. It's fucking game over. Okay, John from Australia? I didn't mean to turn into this, but I know this is going to be the title. Forgive them for their clueless fucking morons. And I was going to read the climate economy report, you know, and just try to reach $10 more from YouTube monetizing. Yeah, I'm doing better than 90% of the world. I know I could be digging for sand in Africa to sell my soul to provide for kids. I could be living in the slums in Manila. I'm here, I'm in America, in the first world country, pumping out more oil than ever, and I see nothing changing at all as a leading example of the world. You haven't seen nothing yet. This is the beginning. Heat waves make everyone miserable and angry, and it's going to be getting worse and worse and worse. And before we know it, we'll say, oh, it's too late. We could have, maybe we can do so. It'll be too late. It'll be too late by the time we even get our shit together. You're going to stop people riding motorcycles, buying Corvettes, going on vacations, going to their cruise trips, changing their government, voting, changing anything at all. No, boomers actually not wanting to cut you in line at the grocery store, arguing about the COVID vaccines, about, dude, on and on and on, a clueless fucking morons, ignorant race of hairless, terminally ill apes. Get me off this planet. I'm looking for aliens. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.